What's up, everybody? It's JuiceZBox, and I'm excited to be making today's commentary. It's a free-for-all game on Wasteland. I'm using the Famas with silencer, and I'm going for a nuke. Nuke? Voice crack. So yeah, I'm going for a tactical nuke using the 7, 11, 25 kill streaks, as you can see over there on the right side of the screen. And before I really get in depth, I just want to say that this background, it gave me some troubles. It was definitely a challenge. I actually did make this background in Photoshop, and it took me quite a bit of time. I had to watch some tutorials. Thank you, Captain Sparkles, or Pros Don't Talk Shit. He has this great tutorial on how to make a background like this, you know, and it even had a link for the downloadable guns and stuff. So so that helped a lot. And but it may look like a pretty simple background, but I try to make it a little more professional than my last videos. I know I don't have my face this time, but I just kind of wanted to try some different stuff out, and you know, eventually maybe I'll get to a set background that I use, a set layout. But until then, in the next few videos, I'm going to be trying out new ideas, and once I find the one that kind of clicks, that people like, then I'll kind of stick with that probably. But until then, please leave some comments, you know, saying if you like the background, if you don't like it, and give me suggestions. Do you want to see my face? Or is it better like this? Is it less distracting with just the gameplay and the things on the side? Do you want no background at all, maybe? Oh, voice crack. But maybe you just want the gameplay, the good old gameplay and the commentary over it. Any suggestions, maybe even new ideas that no one's ever done in a layout before. And I'm not promising you guys that I can do it if you suggest it, but you know, if you suggest it, I'll definitely look into it. And yeah, let's try to make this layout as cool as it can get. So yeah, in the comments, feel free to leave any ideas. I don't care how crazy they are. Just don't make them sexual, because it'll just get out of hand. I'm just joking, but seriously. But let's get to the gameplay. I'm going for a free-for-all on Wasteland. I mean, I'm retarded. I'm going for a nuke on Wasteland. We're playing free-for-all. Tripping over my words like a freak. And what I wanted to talk about this game was the different strategies and the different ways you can approach getting a nuke in free-for-all. Because let's face it, there's several different ways you can get a nuke. We all know that the basic definition of a nuke is getting 25 kill streak, or 24 if you're using hardline, but there's definitely different ways to approach that goal. And so let me start out with the technique I was using in this game. It's not really a technique, it's just like, you know, a little strategy. I like to call this strategy get the hell out of the map and get to the outside of the map and don't let people spawn behind you technique. And basically what the get hell out of the map and stay on the outside of the map and don't let people spawn you technique is wherever you spawn in the beginning of the game, which unfortunately for me was in the middle of the map, in the little man cave, you want to get to the outside of the map. You want to get to the borders, and primarily a corner. And I know that might sound a little confusing, but think of this map as a rectangle. Even though it's not, think of it as a rectangle. Think about, I'm in a corner right now, right where I'm camping right here to pull out my chopper gunner. Think about the map as a little rectangle, and if you think about it like that, you'll think about there's like 4 corners of the map, kind of. There's one by the turret. The other one, diagonal from that, is where I am. Then there's another corner where all those cars are. And then the last corner, it's still a corner, but it's not a good one. There's nothing to hide behind, really, except those tanks. So, you know, there's maybe 3 corners that you can choose from to kind of control. and you always want to stay on the outside of the map. You see here, I'm keeping my back against the wall because free-for-all, the spawns are crazy. I don't want people spawning behind me like that guy. It's things like that that can kind of just, ruin your chances of building kill streaks. So, yeah. So that's my Oh, my voice is just cracking. But that is my technique for this game. Stand to the outside of the map. And that's generally what I do in free-for-all. And depending on the map, though, there's definitely times in free-for-all where I control a building, and I know I've done that in other videos. That's the other technique I use. Say on a map like Quarry. Let's take Quarry for example. There are several buildings on Quarry that are hotspots that you can control, and you can set up, claymores at doors, and you can just run the show, right? On this map, there's not so much. I know there's a few buildings on this map, like the one I'm heading towards right now, but in general, this map isn't a good map for controlling a building, just because you won't see a lot of action. It'll be kind of slow. So this map is one map you want to stay on the outside of the map, in my opinion. If you play like that, I think a player on the other team got a chopper gunner in their care package right now. So yeah, I'm gonna run inside and lay down and hope to not get killed by it, because I don't have cold-blooded on. So I'll fast forward through this part. But those are my two techniques when I play free-for-all, and if I'm going for a nuke, or even any other high kill streaks, maybe I'm just going 5, 7, 11, my technique is either stay to the outside of the map, on a map like Wastelands like this, or control a building, on a map like, on a map like Quarry. And an example of a map where you could do both, would be like Afghan. By Afghan on A, there's that little building that has like 2 entrances. That's a really good building to control if you can control it with claymores and stuff. But that's also a type of map where you can stay to the outside, and it's a pretty wide open map. So those are okay. My voice is just, I need to stop this. But goddamn puberty. But those are my two techniques for free-for-all. But there's also other techniques that people use that I've seen. If I'm going for nuke, I use the 7, 11, 25. But I've seen people use 7, 9, 25, which isn't bad at all. The Pavlo racks up kills, and actually, if I had used it on this map, if it didn't get shot down, it probably would have racked up more kills than my chopper gunner did. And the good thing about the Pavlo is, while the Pavlo's getting kills, you can also be getting kills yourself. And you can be running around, so, you don't have to go hide in a corner to use a Pavlo. You can just call it in right on the spot, and boom. So, you see right there, I get my tactical nuke, and for the last minute of this game, I'm going to just try to run around and get some more kills, but eventually I'll end up just calling in my tactical nuke. I hope you guys liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up. I realize I played very defensively, but that's just what I do when I go for a nuke in free-for-all. Please give it a thumbs up. This background, I'm not trying to force you guys to thumbs up this video, but it took me about 2 or 3 hours to make, just because I'm kind of challenged when it comes to Photoshop. So yeah, if you guys could give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, then by all means give it a thumbs down. But I hope you guys liked it. Tell me what you think of the layout. Give me some suggestions. And yeah, hope you guys have a good day or a good night or whenever this gets uploaded. But I will see you all later, and goodbye.